All right. Okay. All right.
What up, what up, what up?
I know y'all tired of me walking around this damn table to sit
Always
down.
sashaying her little ass around. Hope everybody feeling good. Happy Monday evening.
Happy Monday.
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 Hit it, girl. Hit it.
Girl, that was a struggle note.
All right, y'all. It's been a little minute since we had an episode, so we are back.
Guess who's back in the house? Oh no.
Oh, okay. Anywho, we gonna talk about what's going on in these tabloids. There's a lot going on out here. First thing we're gonna talk about is
Streets is talking trending topics. What we talking about first?
What the streets talking about?
Okay, the first thing I want to address, and we're not gonna spend a lot of time on this because I'm really sick of it. We're gonna talk about Lizzo. I am really tired and annoyed with people being so concerned about the way she carries herself and the way she lives in her truth.
Right, because she's comfortable in her own skin and she has every right to be comfortable in her own skin.
Right. I see all this cancel this cancel culture, but nobody's canceling body shaming. Nobody's defending Lizzo being comfortable in her own skin. She could wear what she want to wear. She looked good doing it. Her confidence is bomb, her makeup be bomb, hair banging. She wearing the same outfits as these other women, but because she's plus size, it's not okay. Because she's plus size, all y'all got something to say? Mind y'all business. Your insecurities are not hers.
And that's the truth, because most people that's on there trolling, saying stuff about her, they don't got shit to do but be on Instagram.
That's it,
you know what I mean? And talk shit. But in the same token, Lizzo does do sometimes, I think she goes a little bit over the top with, you know, her confidence. It's good to be confident and be comfortable in your skin, but
who are you to say that she goes over the top on anything? Okay, is what I'm saying. Like, what she chooses to do with her body is her business, though. So now you about to be out here body shaming? Like, what are we?
No, I'm not body shaming. You didn't even let me finish. What I'm trying to say is she was on something with her panties off, twerking and telling people her panties is off.
Why you know why she was doing that? Because everybody body shamed her. She wears
there's no need.
Let me tell you why.
Popping your pussy.
No. She wasn't popping her pussy. That's not what happened. You telling part of the story.
Nope, she was twerking on Tory Lanez live.
Yeah, she went live and she did that because everybody was dogging her out. They did a side by side. She had on the same exact outfit that Rihanna had on. Same identical outfit. Okay. Same everything. And everybody was dogging her out, calling her fat. She needs to cover up her body. She needs to diet. Like, you're not seeing the behind the scenes.
But
like,
gave her the right to
they are slaughtering her. So you know what she did? She got on the live and bent over and said, you know what y'all could do? Y'all could kiss my whole ass. And that's exactly what she did, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, how much can you take? It's too much.
That was a little bit much, girl. Be a woman at the end of the day. Have some pride. Have some pride and some respect for yourself. You do not got to bend over and pop your pussy and let people know that you.
She don't have to bend over and pop her pussy, but my point is, it's her right. But that's her right. It is her right. But at the end of the day, and she can address her haters however she wants to.
It's my right to say that.
You're not her mama, though.
It's my right to say that I think it was inappropriate for a woman to be doing.
Go ahead, Lizzo.
A woman of her caliber, you know
why? Because she's just, her point is, like, I can't win. Like, no matter what I do, no matter how I carry myself, no matter what, somebody just keeps on attacking her body. And that's the main thing. She loves this here she
I like Lizzo, and I think it's wrong that people shame her, but why did you have to do that part?
Because she wanted to. Who are we to question what she wants to do with her body?
I have a right to say what I feel, and I feel like that was a bit much. Okay, that was a bit much for her.
Well, Lizzo do is her business, but moving on. We not going to agree on that.
Yeah, and we not. And you can fix your little stank attitude.
I'm not fixing shit because you're not right.
Stank attitude.
I'm gonna try to go the whole rest of this episode without cussing because I just accidentally cussed. I'm trying not to cuss this episode, but I respect Lizzo. I'm tired of people slaughtering her, the type of stuff they say about her.
It's wrong.
And she's not even the only one. Who was that girl that had her concert? Remember I showed you the picture of her?
Yeah, that was cold. I forgot who that was. That girl got on there and said she needs to spend her money and get her body done.
Yeah, she needs to get her body done and all that. And I'm like, for what? Like, she barely had a belly. So I must be out here looking super obese to everybody if she's getting attacked about her body. There was nothing wrong with her body. She had a little bit of natural body. You don't know if her diet is bad. You don't know what she's eating. And then she tried to backtrack.
She might have been on her period. She might have.
Well, not just that. She might just be comfortable. She might just, that's just who she is, and that's okay.
Yeah, and it is okay. Yeah,
and
but
the messed part is
was a baby.
They
it
took,
was like this big. Like,
yeah, they
it
took
like
it
she
like
was bloated a little bit. Maybe she just got done eating. That's what it looked like. You know.
Look, I don't care if she looked like that every day. That was some bullshit. Yeah. And Rihanna inboxed her and talked to her about, live be happy with the skin you in, and then the
And
girl
you
tries to
should
backtrack. Don't
you
try to
should
backtrack.
be happy in the skin that you're in. And that, I mean, like I said about Lizzo, I feel the same way about her too. But girl,
It was on. Let me see where I got that from. I saw it on site, but I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna get back to it. But for now, we are going to move on.
yeah, let's talk about. Okay, we got the Me Too movement going on, and we know that. What's his name? Bill Cosby just recently got out of jail. He served a few years,
Mhm.
and now we have another lady coming out talking about she's gonna sue him.
All of a sudden, here she comes.
But I'm like, why are all these women coming out from 30, 40 years ago?
Mhm.
Like, it got to be some type of statute of limitations
Well, my
on
problem
some of
is,
this
I
stuff.
just
Like,
think-
damn, like
I just
40
think
years
it's-
later.
Well, it's hard to believe because you saw he had the whole case, right? You saw he had the whole case. So what attorney bagged you with some money and put you in the back in case it don't go right to pull you out of the woodworks? It was a whole case with several females, several accusations and everything else. And I'm not saying whether he did it or not. I just feel like it's mighty convenient that once the charges are dropped, here comes another old lady claiming to have been drugged and taken advantage of. Like, why you didn't come out when the whole case was going on, when they were looking for other victims and everything else? Why you gonna wait till the last minute to try to come out with something?
I feel like that about a lot of the cases, and no disrespect to the women. I mean, because if it really did happen, you know, you do deserve to be, you know, validated for what happened to you. However, this should have taken place a long time ago. Y'all want to wait till the man is 80 years old before you guys want to start, you know, prosecuting him for this stuff, and I think it's fucked up.
Hunched over and everything else.
Right. Do you even believe these allegations against Bill?
I don't know if they're true or not. I just feel like this. I feel like Bill, I feel like it's politics. I feel like it's corporate America. Corporate America runs everything. They run hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, everything else. And I feel like us as African American women and men, I feel like once we get to a certain level of success and once we get into a position where our power is going to become larger, like he was looking into purchasing networks and things like that. And I think every time a black man or black woman gets to a certain status, they bring out all these old fake skeletons, and I just don't know.
like you
I
said,
just
it's
feel
like
like it's
politics.
convenient.
That's how they
The
do with their
timing is
politics,
always
too.
impeccable. Like as soon as you're ready to purchase a network or make a power move or something that's gonna really put you in a position to be in that top tier rich bracket, then all of a sudden here comes some scandals, and then you have all of these people from Euro ancestry that are all into this stuff that are getting pinned with the same thing. I'm not defending it. I'm not defending any type of sexual assault or anything
Right,
like that.
not by
I'm just
any
saying
means.
it needs to be an even and a fair playing field. Don't wait until this man is trying to purchase a network to come out and saying he's starting to do stuff.
I mean, and
I
then
just
even
don't
what
know.
they have allegations against Robin Thicke now also. Did you see that?
Robin Thicke, from what I hear, he always flirting, and of course he gonna be a victim a little different because
But did you
his
hear what
wife
the
was
allegations
black.
was? It's like, okay, the lady said he came up behind her and kind of like roped her a little bit and said, "Did you see it?"
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you want to bring that up? Like, I mean, not taking away from it, but I'm like, damn, he just like.
It does kind of take away from it because I can't tell a woman how to process what she's been through and how to address what she's been through. However, it is hella convenient that it's always like hella way later we coming out with these
10,
things.
15 years later, and you coming up talking about he did it and your husband was there. So
Right.
that's what I'm like, your husband was there. Why you didn't go tell your husband right then and there?
Oh, and I did find it. Okay, so the girl that was, I'm gonna zoom in on y'all. So it was Young Baby Tate.
Oh yeah, that was her name.
And that had her little natural body looking cute, and it was the not so who is she Aisha that had something to say about it, and I don't even
And
know
who
who
was
Aisha
Aisha?
is. I don't know, but she talking about you should have surgery or you got all that money, you should get your body done and get it together, and I don't even know who she is. Like,
And then people start jumping on the bandwagon, agreeing with it.
exactly.
Until Rihanna came in and said something, and they jumped on that bandwagon.
And then they tried to jump on that bandwagon because y'all know Rihanna.
Did you see that Baby Blue
Let me
from?
show y'all. Let me see.
I'll wait till you show that, and I'll jump back on that.
Yeah, let me see. This is the post, courtesy of On Site, but this is the post. That's the girl that they're body shaming. What is wrong with her body? That don't make no damn sense. And then they took a shot where she looked the thickest, and then the girl
And
on
zoomed-
the
and
girl on
zoomed
the
in on
left zoomed in on it, and the girl on the left, obviously, I mean, she got some work done and stuff like that. That's her prerogative. But don't take what you choose to do with your body and try to make somebody do it with theirs. Like, that's just not cool. I don't like that.
But yeah,
Some of
did you
stuff
see
back
Baby
there.
Blue though from Pretty Ricky? He came to Lizzo's defense. And he took a
Oh,
picture.
yeah.
He came to
I
her
thought that was
defense.
cute.
And then everybody jumped on his bandwagon. It's just
Mhm.
funny how people just follow whatever somebody
follow
says.
the
They
trend.
follow.
Like
yeah.
as soon as you don't have a popular opinion, all of a sudden it's changing. No, keep
Because
that
everybody
same
was like,
energy.
I don't see what's wrong with Lizzo's body. Lizzo's beautiful. She's pretty.
Yeah.
You know, and then she was on Snoop Dogg's little thing. Now, see, like that, I think it's cool. Like,
It's
you know,
somebody
because
for everybody, and if they like it, I love it.
Okay, hey,
What else is going on? What else is going on in the tabloids?
it was something else that we wanted to talk about.
And we just said it, and I just don't. We talked about Bill Cosby. We talked about Lizzo. We talked about Aisha and Baby Tate. We talked about. That's all we talked about so far. But there was some other
Yeah, it was
stuff.
something that was really good that we wanted to discuss. Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay. We didn't discuss this, but let's talk about Bow Wow and this Millennium Tour. Have you seen the tabloids on that?
I seen that they made a comment about him going on the tour
Oh,
with.
He's so annoying.
And
He's
then-
just a crybaby. Like, how old are you? Grow up already.
So what exactly happened? Because all I know is
So
that
basically, he was ranting and raving about they saying that Bow Wow and Omarion was coming to Atlanta for the Millennium Tour. And they said that Omarion made a comment something about,
So
oh
he's
yeah,
coming
he's
with
coming
me.
with me, but
Okay.
thank you for the love. And Bow Wow, y'all know Bow Wow, he's an emotional wreck. If all the
Lil Pee
attention,
Wee, like Soulja Boy said.
oh, he's a cryboy. If all the attention is not on him, he's having nervous breakdowns. He talking about he the best performer of the show. I don't gotta dance. I don't gotta do nothing. I ain't gotta do this. I ain't gotta do that. I won't even come. Let's see if I come. He's threatening to quit the
Oh
tour.
wow, are you serious?
Your pockets is not fat, baby. If you don't go get that tour money, like it's just way too much.
Now,
It's just,
Bow Wow is a good performer. It would be awesome for him to be on that tour, but let's be humble, Bow.
I just don't feel like he's the best.
No,
I
he's
feel
not the
like
best, but
you
he is a
making
good
it seem
performer.
like
I
he's
just
a
watched
whole
him on the
mess.
Versus with him and Soulja Boy.
I was gonna
So-
see if I could find his little video on here that with him ranting and raving, but he was basically saying that he made the tour and the tour wouldn't be nothing.
Oh
Can't
no,
nobody
baby.
do nothing without
no,
him.
no,
and
no, no, no.
Watch what happens if I don't go on. Shut up.
Is you
Like,
going? Because
well,
we know you going.
Well, not just that. The problem is, why would you skip out on the one, like you all in Atlanta? Why would you skip that tour for one? And for two, he knows contractually everybody that's contracted to that tour has to perform for people to get paid. So why are you messing with everybody's money?
Right.
Like he needs to grow up. I'm sick of him too. I'm just. Really
And then I
sick of
just seen him on the
everybody.
stage. He just brought Angela on the stage for a girl like mine. Or
I
Shorty Like
saw-
Mine. Or
I
what's the
saw
name of the
that.
song? Shorty Like Mine or something like that.
I saw
He just
that.
brought her
I was
out.
like, what?
I was like, okay.
But you know, ever since they did that growing up hip hop, they've been having
a
between them
well,
two and then Romeo.
Well, you know they
Mhm.
used to date when they hosted 106 and Park together. That's when it really originally started between her and Val.
It's just funny.
But speaking of Soulja Boy, like I was just talking about him previously, have you seen him? He's been trolling NBA YoungBoy.
no.
Girl, you know Soulja, when he gets irrelevant, he gotta get
I
some
love
stuff stirred
Soulja
up.
Boy,
He is
though.
hilarious.
But you know what I noticed? Him and Bow Wow, like anybody who started off in the industry super duper young like that, they all be having like these emotional crises where they gotta have these outward publicized breakdowns and all. They want to be all in the tabloids. They want everybody to be talking about
the verses
TMZ.
between them was good though. It was
it?
very
'Cause they both
entertaining because they
dramatic,
both
huh?
crazy. Soulja Boy kept it very, very, very entertaining.
Yes, I love Soulja
But he
Boy.
been talking about NBA YoungBoy saying that his fans are gay and that he needs to make better music.
But why do it matter if it's
because
fans
he's
are
just,
gay?
he's just trolling. He said he wants to all he does is whine and scream on his music, so he needs to make better music. It's like,
Does Soulja Boy have no music out? Because I will say, when Soulja Boy comes out, like his music do be really catchy. Like you love.
yeah, some of
Soulja
it
Boy.
was like there was, and then some of the people were like Rick and Morty, where you said Rick and Morty like 5,000 times in the song. Like they start coming for Soulja for this.
I just not. But the tribute to Soulja Boy was bomb. Did you see the tribute that they did?
He had a tribute.
That young. Oh God, I'm about to slaughter his name. DC Young Fly.
Oh,
DC.
that's it. The comedian.
Okay, them. He did a tribute to him on the BET Awards, and he did the whole yule, and he came out with the baggy pants and the oversized
Oh,
shirt.
no, what was that on?
BET Awards.
Oh, I don't know.
Nah, that was good. I'm not gonna lie. Soulja Boy told him, hey, you. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
the
lie.
first time
Like,
I heard
was
that
feeling
song, I was in Cancun. And, you know, it's people from all over there. So, you know, it's a whole bunch of people from New York and here and there and Atlanta. and we from California. We get our music a little bit late, so when that song came out, the whole club was in there.
Heck
You know,
yeah.
and me and my ex-husband looking like, what the fuck is that? Hopped on the dance floor, knocked a little dance, girl. We came back when he hit California. They like,
Yeah,
how you know that?
'cause we know it. I found Bow Wow little rant though. It says he
Okay.
said that he's the best performer on the Millennium Tour and that he invented the whole wave.
Wow.
What wave? Like what
And look
wave?
at him. Look how he looking.
He was on live looking all emotional.
Man, he
like
really
he
knew about
like, I
this.
can't. I bet you
Who's
can't
all
do
on
nothing
tour?
without
Okay,
me.
so who's
We
all
gonna
on
see
the tour
tonight
with
in
them?
Atlanta. Omarion and all them. I don't know. Don't even get me to line. There's a few of them on there, but it's a big tour.
There's like
I do
IMX
know,
on there with
Gary,
them.
Gary G. Thank Johnson is hosting it, and I do know Omarion is on there. Little Bow Wow's on there.
Girl,
he
he's
was
not
talking
Little
about
Bow Wow no more.
little. He's still little.
Do not
Little
call him Little Bow
He's
Wow.
little with a little
Girl, he
attitude.
is Bow Wow
A
or
little,
Bow.
he's a little guy with a little attitude.
He's
Until
a
he
little
grow
man
up,
complex.
he don't
He's
always
still,
be
he got a
little.
little man complex.
Yes. So, and then, so he was just fussing. I don't know who's all on the tour, though, so don't even let me get to lying. And then, so State Farm Arena said almost 20 years ago, Shab Moss took the Phillips Arena stage, and tomorrow he is coming back with Omarion for the Millennium Tour. And it says, there was some comments. You know, we don't know the full story because they always don't show us the comments that triggered what Omarion
set
said.
it all off.
Yeah, they leave out a lot of information, but Omarion said, actually, he's coming with me, but you got it. We will be there tomorrow.
Okay.
So, I mean, if it is Omarion's tour, what is the big deal?
It
Like,
is his tour, though. We know
he's
that.
trying to put money in everybody's
And Little
pocket.
Fizz, by the way, will not be on that tour.
And he said, Omarion said, don't do that. It's true. I asked Bow Wow to come on a road with me, 2019 Millennium Tour 2 years ago. Later, he blessed me. That's my brother. So he's basically saying, like, he gave out the invite. He said, yes, he accepted. That's his brother. So the media, once again, trying to create and stir
and Bow Wow
up beef.
fell into it, though.
He's emotional, though. Everybody know that. Like, he's so much.
He's extra.
He's so much. Okay, so that's all I see right now with the Bow Wow thing. What else is new? What else was we gonna talk about?
I totally forgot, but I was just gonna ask you something else about something. Damn, that's crazy.
about Bow Wow and them or somebody else?
No, somebody totally different. It wasn't even Bow Wow. Oh, I was gonna ask you, what did you think about Jermaine Dupri and what's his name going for a battle against each other on the verses? Oh, Diddy.
How are they gonna battle each other?
Because they producers.
But Jermaine Dupri ain't got. But P Diddy has songs and music too.
Well, so what?
Jermaine
Jermaine
Dupri
Dupri got hits after hits. Like I'm
on somebody. So they're basically gonna have an artist battle. They're gonna battle their artists because neither one of them were the top.
No, they're talking about they're producing their artists. So like the music that
the
they
Brat
made
alone, like
the Brat, you got Bow Wow, you got Escape, you got Mariah Carey, you got a lot of people.
But Diddy had the hood though. Diddy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, you had
Diddy had 112. Diddy had Total. He had the Locks. He had the Junior Mafia. Kim.
But Diddy said he couldn't compete, and the only person that he would compete with is Dre.
Yeah, I agree. Because you gotta look who P Diddy was aligned with.
Yeah, but I think Jermaine Dupri can
I think Jermaine Dupri can stand. I think Jermaine Dupri can stand with somebody like Timberland or something. Because
he'd kill Timberland.
Timberland got Missy Elliott. He had
the Goo, whatever.
But
what's his name? Magoo, Mr. Magoo.
Yeah, but he also had
Timberland had Tweet. He already went against somebody.
He had Tweet.
Yeah,
he had a lot of artists. I love Tweet.
Yeah, we all love Tweet. She had about a good.
You kind of hate her.
No, I'm not a hater. I liked her songs. She had about
Timberland
3 good songs.
And Timberland had a lot of hits, and Timberland produced a lot of tracks
He
from
already
other
went against
artists that
somebody.
we weren't aware of too.
Who
So
he went against though.
I feel like that's more his beat. I agree with P Diddy. I feel like
But
Dr. Dre and P Diddy.
You were far from few that agreed from that because a lot of people agreed with that Diddy could stand with him. I mean that Jermaine Dupri could stand with him.
I don't think so.
I do.
Oh my! And then it's gonna get canceled because Bow Wow gonna go on. He gonna show up to the verses crying, talking about he should have performed live at the verses. Like he's just a mess. He's so annoying.
He did perform live at the verses.
It's like you trying to
he did
support,
perform
but
live
on his
stage,
own verses.
girl.
But
Yeah.
I'm talking about he going Timberland. He gonna try to. Jermaine Dupri. He gonna try to say Jermaine Dupri. He wouldn't have no verses if it wasn't for me. Like it's gonna be the Bow Wow. I can't stand him. He can't give nobody no credit for nothing. Like, dude, you was 3 years old. Like, can you relax?
Was so cute when he
Can
came
you,
out.
he was cute, but now you won't shut the fuck up. Excuse my language, but just be quiet. Just enjoy the moment. Like, are you really happy, Bow Wow? We want to know, are you happy? Because all you do is swear that you don't bother nobody, that you don't do this, you don't do that, but you're always doing it. Nobody shines light on the people that you're talking about except you. We hear your mouth, and then we got to go investigate now. We got to go to the shade room and on-site these different sites and try to figure out what happened because you are doing all the talking. Nobody cares.
So what some people want to say they want to stay relevant, so they have to.
As a matter of fact, we done spent too much time on your ass anyway. Let's move on.
Lil Pee Wee.
What else we want to talk
Lil
about? I'm
Pee
just so
Wee.
sick of him because you know what it is? Because I like him and I respect him as an artist, and I've tried to have his back on a lot of things, like on his little shows with these little women that was crazy and wilding out on him because
he has a lot of women out there in this
I
industry too.
gotta say this though, those women on a couple of those shows, those little groupie chicks, they wasn't right. I will be on his side with that. Like a couple of them was out of control. They wanted the clout. They was trying to be big, and they was super hella disrespectful. But aside from that, I like Bow Wow and I respect his work, but he makes you not even want to support him because you feel like as soon as you log on to support him, it's going to be him complaining and whining and bitching about something. And I just don't want to hear it.
What about Lil Boosie? You like Lil Boosie?
I love Lil
I love Lil
Boosie
Boosie too, but you know he been getting in trouble lately.
He ain't been getting in trouble. He been standing by everything he said, and I agree with him 100%.
What you talking about?
Wait, you talking about with the LTBGQ?
No,
the
I'm talking about that. No,
LTGBQ?
hell no. I totally agree with that. No.
What are you
He
talking
been getting in
about?
trouble at the concerts. He incited a riot. He got into a fight in the crowd.
But how did he incite a riot though? What are they saying he did?
I don't know what happened. I
The
don't know
only
he got
problem-
kicked
all
off
I
the
know
route.
is he has been really pushing the agenda, and nobody can get him to back off. He was on the Breakfast Club and things like
I
that.
saw him on the Breakfast Club. I
Still
watched him
defending
on
himself, talking
saying how he
about
has friends
pushing
and-
that agenda, and I agree. If the LGBTQ community can push their agenda and speak freely,
This
then
had
a
the riot
straight
had nothing to
man-
do with that.
Well, what did that have to do
It was
with
at
it?
his concert that he pulled up he got into it at his concert the night before.
I mean,
With some people in the crowd.
if
And
they
he was-
being
he was going in the
disrespectful, what are they
crowd.
supposed to do?
And they was talking, he was like, how y'all gonna get mad at me for defending myself, defending my life, girl? But he was going
But
through the
that's
crowd.
what I'm saying.
Right. I'm
like-
not saying nothing was wrong with it. I'm just saying
I
this
love
is what,
Lil Boosie
this is
and
what
I'm not
happened.
mad.
So then I guess he wasn't able to pull up to the next function that was happening. He said, well, I'm going anyway. So he went anyway, and when he went, he incited a riot, so the shit got turned out.
I mean, look, that's where he come from. That's who he is, and if he want to go do something, he should be able to do it. He got freedom of rights, freedom of everything else. If he want to go do a concert, that's what I wanted to talk about. Dave Chappelle.
Oh my God. But before we move on to that with Lil Boosie and the LGBTQ and all that stuff, I stand with him too. Because,
I stand with Lil Boosie on his
and
perspective.
like he said, because Lil Nas is taking it way.
Well, you know what they're saying? They're saying it's a publicity stuff.
Of
They're
course
saying
it's a
Lil Nas
publicity
is not
stunt.
even gay. But my thing is like this: the fact that you are
He's not gay. I don't believe that.
You're portraying as you're carrying a
baby
woman and like
and-
as if you're capable, like just.
And what set
relax.
Boosie off, because on the Breakfast Club, he said what set him off was that he said that he wanted to perform naked.
Yeah,
And he said, I will beat
and on a
his
kids
ass.
show. These are war shows that kids watch.
Right.
And then I try to catch him up, and he was like, "Well, what if he was straight?" Nobody care. Like, you don't want anybody straight, gay, or otherwise. That's a
Yeah.
pedophilia act.
Yeah,
if
you
you're a
don't
grown
do
ass
that.
adult performing where you know children will be watching, that's a pedophilia act. We are going into a whole nother realm with that. So kick back. So I stand with Lil Boosie on that, just like I stand with Dave Chappelle. Or did you still want to talk about Lil Boosie?
No, we can go on with Dave Chappelle.
I stand with Dave Chappelle too, and I know if you guys have me on social media, you guys seen I even posted, I stand with Dave Chappelle. I am so sick of this cancel culture.
Me
You guys
too.
are not canceling shit that matters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all not canceling police departments, y'all not canceling injustice, y'all not canceling systematic racism, but every time somebody uses their God-given right to speak freely about something, you gonna cancel them? I don't have to hold your opinion to voice mine, period.
That part.
And I don't feel threatened. How insecure are you, and how much time do you have on your hands to just be sitting trolling everybody, trying to find somebody barely saying something that you feel is wrong?
Did you
Not
watch
that
the
the masses feel is. I saw little clips and everything like that, but he didn't really say nothing wrong.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
It was funny.
Right.
And it was funny is you guys don't defend nobody else. We could talk about white people, black people, Jews, everybody else. We could talk about the poor, rich, retarded, everything. Y'all don't
Right.
have nothing to say.
Right.
But as soon as we touch on y'all community, it's like y'all want to be treated equal, but you guys don't want to live equal amongst us. You guys don't want to be ridiculed. Y'all don't want to be laughed at. Y'all don't want to have jokes told about you. You guys don't want to have opinions told about you, and yet we do that for everybody else.
Right. And like he said, nigga 5,000 times on the Dave Chappelle show.
And nobody
nothing
cared.
happened. He said, in fact, they wanted to pay me more to keep on
Yeah,
saying
to say it, yeah. But yeah, that community, it's like y'all just taking it too far. Like it's too much. Like everything. I don't even want to talk about y'all no more because I'm giving y'all too much attention. Like I'm so sick of y'all and y'all whole sensitivity thing. Like if I went through all of the comedians and everything else and was like, oh my God, he said a nigga or he said something black. I mean, it is what it is. That's freedom of speech. If I don't like it, I ain't got to listen to it.
Right.
If I don't want to see it, I ain't got to watch it. And y'all need to have that same energy. What y'all need to cancel is Lil Nas X walking around pregnant.
Oh,
that's what y'all need to cancel.
Stand his
Cancel culture that.
That's the one I really don't like talking about because he is just.
Yeah.
He is
it's
just,
like it's just like y'all just want too much attention, and I'm just gonna move on from that
he's
too.
too much. Now in the news, have you seen what happened? I don't know the guy's name, but he was a paraplegic. He was snatched off the car. Did you see that?
And cancel culture that. Cancel culture that. Cancel culture, these people with disabilities. I mean, we have deaf people saying that they can't hear, pointing to their earpieces that go all the way around the ear. You can see them, you know, all getting attacked and drug out their cars by police and everybody else. Cancel culture that. Fuck your apology.
Right.
Quit
Well,
doing fucked up. That's the new trend. They doing fucked up shit and then they trying to apologize.
But
No.
okay, let me ask you about it because I just want to get your whole opinion about it. Because you know,
before I forget that though, you guys remember this. If any officer or anybody of authority that mistreats you and they apologize, that is an omission of guilt. Sue they ass. Sue they ass and get them fired. Press charges and all that. Because they not going to think twice about shooting you, arresting you, fucking up your record and everything else. So get them fired. Get them fired. Sue them. Do whatever you got to do because this systematic racism and these injustice that they're trying to cover up by a weak-ass apology or weak-ass speech, we're not doing that. We're not tolerating that. Okay, go ahead.
so let's talk about this real quick. So he's paraplegic. He's leaving a supposedly known drug area, right? But they didn't know that he owns several properties, right? Mind you, he does have a long history of criminal activity, drug dealings, and this, right? This, that, and the
But how
third,
would
right?
they know that?
Because they profiled him. They
Right,
profiled
that's
him.
what I'm saying. They didn't know who he was before they did
profiled
that.
him. The police was out lurking. They profiled him. When he drove off, he went in the house. He came back out. He drove off. I don't know if he went in the house. I know he went to the house. I don't know if he went inside. But he left, and then they blurred him. They told him, they ran his name or whatever. They told him to get out the car. He said he could not get out the car because he, he's disabled. The officer said, "I will help you get out the car." He said, "No." He said, he called somebody and said, "Hey, I'm down here. Can you come down here and help me get out?" He told the officer, "They helped me get in. I want them to help me get out." The officer said, "No, I can help you get out."
And he doesn't have to allow the officer to help
So he
him.
refused. The officer grabbed him by his hair
Knowing he's disabled.
and snatched him out. Now, the end of the story is the officer was black.
That don't mean
I'm
nothing.
just saying that is so
Black
fucked up.
officers be
To
worse
they
than
be-
white officers sometimes.
They be
You
so Uncle Tom.
yeah, you so pressed about fitting
And
in
trying to fit-
and don't know who you are. Like if that man does not want you to help him out the car, he don't have to let him help you
And
out
he
the car.
have not been in trouble. He went there to pick up a cable box. Did not find any drugs in the
I'm
car.
sorry, that's not
Did
funny,
not
but
find
it's
anything.
just-
It's like you did all that to that man.
Yeah, and the backstories for me are just incredible. Like you going to pick up a cable box and you done got drag out your whole car. I just don't.
And the black officers starting to act just like the white officers.
Yeah, because anything could be, that's any type of profile. Like when there's classes and there are all types of ways to discriminate against other people. And obviously you're in a service.
I think they said they profiled him for tinted windows too.
That's
Me
so
and Destiny
dumb.
just
So I
got-
gotta get snatched by my head because I got tinted
Check this out.
windows.
Check this out.
Come
Me and
on.
Destiny just got profiled. You know, she drives a Benz and it's dark. You seen the windows? They super
Super
dark,
dark.
right? So we driving down the street. They are at a stop sign like this. We're going straight past the stop sign. They're
Mm-hmm.
like 3 cars back, okay?
Mhm.
We go past, we go down to the next street, make a left. We don't even know that they had even, swooped up on us, right? So when we made the left, she said, oh, the officer that got behind me. So we made the left. So when we made the left, he pulled us over. So I'm like, did he see you on your phone? She's like, he can't see in here. These windows is dark, right?
That part.
So
We're not saying she was on the phone though. We're not.
but I'm just trying to figure out what, because I'm like, your tags is good. Everything is good.
Registration good.
You
Run
ain't
place
made,
is good.
yeah, you ain't made no illegal turn. You ain't did nothing. So why is he
Not
pulling
speeding
us
or
over,
nothing.
right? But again, her windows is so dark. So she pull all over. We look. 2 officers coming to the window. One on my side.
And I don't like
and
that
one on the
either. I
other
feel like
side.
my safety is in jeopardy.
Yeah,
when you
because-
got people on both sides of the car. I don't like that.
So I roll my window down because I'm on the passenger and we closer to the side. So he's like, roll the window down. Is there anybody in the back seat? And I'm like, no, it's just us. So then she said, well, what did I get pulled over for? He said, because you don't have a front license plate. And Destiny said, yes, I do. And he said, and your windows is a little bit dark. Your windows is really dark.
Which is not illegal.
So she said, and I said, did your license plate fall? She said, no, it's on there. So he went to the front and looked, and he was like, oh, it's on there. I'm sorry, But what he thought it was some dudes in the car.
And I don't
And
care.
that's what
People,
he
and
thought.
I've had a lot of people say, well, you guys always talk about police profiling.
No,
Police
it's
profiling.
true.
Well, you guys profile police. No, we profile situations that police are involved in.
Right.
We're not going over there saying that every police officer in America is like this. However, if this police officer was involved in a situation where they were racially profiling and otherwise, then guess what? They're guilty, period, point blank.
Right.
I don't care. And don't tell me, what I hate this old slave mentality. Like, well, don't have your windows tinted. Don't give them a reason.
No,
What do you mean don't give them a reason?
no, right.
You can't give nobody a reason to do anything when you are abiding by the law and doing everything that you're supposed to do. I could drive whatever car I want to drive. I could look however I want to look. You can't profile me because you watch a little TV, you watch a little Chicago PD or something, and all of a sudden you think you know what every drug dealer, every gangster looks like. But what's funny is in that same breath, in all these shows and everything, they have Italians, they have white men, they have all these people that are pedophiles and sex trafficking and everything else. You don't see them pulling their ass over, profiling them.
No,
Not never.
No,
You might have had a baby in the back. You don't see them pulling over white men with vans, seeing if they trafficking or anything else. So that's what I'm saying. It's always a double standard.
Yeah.
You're gonna pull me over for having tinted windows, but you're not gonna pull this weird white man that's been hanging outside of elementary school every day with a big ass
He's
van.
an old white man, but
Yeah.
he been picked, like you said, picking
Over
up
there
these little
watching
ass
the little
kids and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a double standard, so I don't like that either. I be thinking I don't like a lot of stuff. Huh?
What's a lot of stuff that ain't right though? It's a lot
I
of
be
stuff that's-
mad. Like I be so triggered. I get so triggered by this stuff. And we done went off from freaking tabloids. And
Well,
shit.
no, because it
But
just,
that does
it just
happen in the tabloids.
ran into
Oh,
what
but the
happened
same
with
thing that happened with you
the
happened to a
paraplegic.
young lady that was on there too. She was in her car, and she got pulled over too, and they tried to tell her she didn't have a front license plate.
That's just the way.
Yeah,
that's
she
just
knew
the way
her
to
right,
profile.
so she had to
I
go through
heard
the whole
about
thing.
that.
But the video was long.
She
as
had to
shit.
call the sheriff out.
Yeah,
I saw
she
that.
called everybody out, and the whole time
She never went to the front.
Never. She had not only did she have a license plate on the front, but all they try to do is apologize. No, that's harassment. That's a lawsuit. I feel like until we start pressing them for this misbehavior and filing charges and then being reprimanded and written up for these mistakes that they're making, they're not going to be careful. I feel like it should be just like doctors. You have malpractice suits and everything else. And don't even get me started on medical. That's a whole nother conversation. But if you have a way to sue everybody, you have wrongful employment, you're suing employers, you're suing doctors for malpractice, you're suing the counties for streets that you might have had an accident on and streets that weren't well lit and things like that, potholes and everything else. You suing companies if your windshield get cracked and a thing kick up, but we can't do nothing about these police but accept an apology and move on.
Right.
And try not to trigger them. Try not to, you know what? No, I'm not tucking. I don't have no tail to tuck between my legs. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm not doing it.
I don't know. I don't think the police are going to ever change.
They not. And we were supposed to be talking about trending topics, and that's sad that when it comes to interactions with police and people of color, that it's always a trending topic. That's something that never goes away.
Because
and it's
always
almost like
current.
right, and it's almost like they want us to get used to seeing it, so we start like everything else. You know, when social
Normalizing
media, right, social media plays stuff in front of our faces so much that, like you said, it becomes normalized.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, what else was we gonna talk about today? Lord Jesus, give No, because I want to go in so bad, but I go in about white men and people of Euro descent that participate in this, and in profiling our people and not giving us the medical care that we need, and there's even things where it comes down to doctors and getting on lists for donor transplants. They know that certain levels are higher in African American than in of Euro descent, so they make the numbers just be low so that we're automatically disqualified to get on the transplant list in many cases. And it's just so loaded. I don't know how we went here. We supposed to be having fun.
I know.
Okay, we gonna go back. Let's see what else we want to talk about.
What else you got going on?
Oh,
what else you know
Lord.
about out there in them streets?
In the tabloids, you know what? I don't even know. I don't.
I mean, the
even
Shade
know.
Room posts all the time. I mean, shit, I see stuff all the time.
They
on the
do,
damn
but
Shade
it's
Room.
like, do I remember? Because we were on live. We already did go live. We went live on IG. So catch us when we do go live on IG. We're gonna start trying to do that every week or every few weeks. Going live and inviting you guys to go live with us. But we did talk about R. Kelly's perverted ass and how he needs to be in jail, how his ex-wife needs to be in jail, and all parties who participated.
Everybody on his team.
And
needs to
luring
be in
women
jail.
and young children and young men to his home, they need to all
Or
be
even
in
just turn a
jail.
blind eye, whether they lured them or not, just turn a blind eye because all of them knew that those women were getting sexually
They all knew. They
molested
were
and-
all played a part in it. And once you're aware of something, then you become just as guilty as the person that's doing it.
for sure. Just like they say, if you go and rob somebody with
Yeah, you with them.
you're going to jail too.
Yeah, so I agree with that too. So we talked about R. Kelly, and then I guess I just really don't care enough about what goes on in the tabloids to really have a lot of topics on it. I ain't trying to be like that, but I just really don't care. I really want the 85 South show to come to the Inland Empire. Let's
What's
talk
that?
about some good things.
What's 85
with
South?
DC Young Fly and all the guys, they got together.
They're on tour.
Yeah,
they're
they're on
supposed to come to the
tour.
Citizen Bank Arena.
Are they?
I thought
We're
so.
gonna have to check that out. I want to check
Or the
them
new
out.
Toyota
I
Center
want
is
to
what
check
it is.
out the Millennium Tour if Bow Wow don't cry on stage. I also want to check out Mike Epps' tour.
Oh, okay.
He
I've
got a
seen Mike
tour.
Epps a few times.
I want to see that, and I just want to
It's
support us.
somebody
I
else
just want
that
to
was
support us
coming
in a
that Kai
positive
wanted to
light.
go
I don't
see.
always want to put us in the light for negative stuff. I want to put
Of
us in the
course.
light for positive as well. So definitely want to do that. But other than that, I mean, it's probably a gang.
But a lot of these concerts now, you got to be vaccinated. Oh, you are vaccinated.
You're vaccinated.
Am I?
Yeah, you are vaccinated.
No, I'm not.
You know?
No,
Oh.
I'm not.
Yeah, so
I need to.
some
I don't know.
require
I'm still up in
vaccinations.
the air about that. You guys don't make the choice. The choice is yours. I'm still a little, up in the air.
Yeah, I
about
don't care all the way. I don't necessarily condone vaccinations. I just had a situation where I needed to support some people who had to get vaccinated for what they wanted to do, so I supported them in that. But I wouldn't, recommend anybody get vaccinated if they're not comfortable and don't feel pressured into doing so.
But they're making it like that. I mean, they are pressuring you into doing so because you can't do anything. We had tickets to go to a concert, and I couldn't even go to the concert because I wasn't vaccinated. They didn't even want, COVID tests. And in a lot of places in LA County, they're starting to do that now too. And somebody told me, I don't know how true it is, but I heard that you're now not even just showing the card. They're having you go and put your name in the kiosk.
Okay, so they're doing that though. They're doing that at the Raiders Stadium too. Go Raiders! Ow. Raiders! No, but they're doing that too. But what it is that's not really a screening thing. That's just basically so it happens faster. You can get in and out. They're just trying to make it quicker to verify that you're vaccinated. So you just go in and put in your information, and then they give you like this little green email. And you just show it when you get to the door, and then you don't have to pull out your card and go through all that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically like pre-registering.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all that is, so that's not that bad. But what else?
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, so like when we went to the Raiders.
Sammy.
When we went to the Raiders Stadium, they had us go, and we had the opportunity to go the day before, and we were able to get our pre-check and get our bracelets and everything the day before we went to the stadium, so that was just amazing.
So you've had both shots then, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I can't stand you.
I am fully
She can
vaccinated.
go everywhere.
I can go wherever I want to go, do whatever I want to do. And I am a fully vaccinated person who was anti-vaccine, and I still am. However, I wanted to support some people who did have to be vaccinated, so I went ahead and got it.
And on that note, we could go ahead and wrap it on up because there's nothing else to talk about. At least I can't think of anything unless you can. Can you think about anything else?
No, but you know how it works though. Like as soon as we click
cut
this
off, we're gonna
off,
be like, oh, we're gonna have to edit it.
yeah,
Add that back in.
we're gonna have to find it.
Because
I
there
don't
was
know.
something that we did say that we wanted to talk about.
Well,
and we
the problem
didn't.
is we're just not really into gossip. We just don't care that much.
But
So
it
we're not
was
gonna know
something,
about all
though.
the. If it wasn't for the shade room, shout out on site. If it wasn't for that,
on
we
the dot.
wouldn't. Yeah, we wouldn't have nothing to talk about because we just don't care that much.
And I do watch the news though a little bit.
Yeah, I do watch the news, but you know the news only gonna show you what that's so censored now. That don't even
Yeah.
matter either. So
Don't even get the full real news. There be so much stuff going on out there in Moreno Valley that I see with my own eyes.
mm-hmm.
And then you don't even see them report about it. You go and look on Moreno Valley News, it's not even reported. I'm like, they really trying to hide the stuff.
So let's do that. Let's say cancel culture needs to die.
All the way needs to die.
Let's say body shaming should have been dead.
Long time ago, should have never really started.
And
Because everybody comes in all shapes, sizes, forms.
And Bow Wow quit crying. I feel like it's deeper than that. If you need somebody to talk to or something like that, I feel like it's a lot of people you could talk to because
Bow just trying
you
to
gotta
stay
get it
relevant.
together.
That's what Bow trying
You
to
so
do. Bow
emotional.
He trying to hype the tour up, just like when you see a fight, when you see a boxing fight, you know all that is just
Yeah, but
right.
it's just
He's just trying to, hype. Oh, let's talk about that fight real quick. Did you watch
what
the fight?
Bow Wow had a fight?
No, the fight Wilder and Fury. Okay, let's talk about it.
Wilder, what are you doing? Get it together. Can you go work out?
He fighting well.
Can you go work out? Can you get it together? Like you was promised. Like we don't have any heavyweights right now. So when I first started talking, first heard about Deontay, I was so excited.
Yeah,
like I was like, oh, we got a new heavyweight. Because don't get me wrong, I like lightweight and things like that too. Like I love that. However, heavyweight, there ain't nothing like a good heavyweight match.
Right, but he fights so.
What is he doing?
He's out of control.
What is he doing? I don't even want to talk about him because I don't even want to put down our black man when they lose. That is because he got his ass whooped. Did you see the side by side with him and Martin? They did the scenes when Martin did the. Remember he did the charity fight.
I do, but I
And they did the side by sides, and I'm just like, oh my god, like what happened?
Slap him.
Oh my god, what happened? So yeah, we're gonna end on that note though, because I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even. I hate when we lose. I got issues, y'all.
Yeah,
pray
that
for
was
me.
That was
Pray for me because I do got some issues.
Dominant in that.
Yeah, but that's my problem. Like
You know
we
what
don't
I'm saying?
have to
Yeah,
be though,
but
because
we're
when people
supposed to be.
train in a certain sport, like we can't always feel like.
I know, but that's just
But golly, like you be talking a game and don't be backing it up at all. Like you was slinging over that rope. Like you.
And you see how many hits he got in compared to him?
He just wasn't ready.
It was more than double.
I feel like we have to start humbling ourselves and really mastering the craft and really putting the work in.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just run your mouth, but really put the work in. And that's one thing I can say about
'Cause
Mayweather. He talks a lot of crap, but he really puts the work.
But people talk about Mayweather, but he's smart.
I love Mayweather.
Yeah, I'm saying people talk about him because they say he doesn't really give a good fight. Because I'm like, but
he does give a good fight. Why would you want to get hit?
Exactly.
Dummy. The first thing you learn is anybody that's in any type of training, the first thing they teach you is defense.
Right.
Defense wins it. I don't want to get hit.
Yeah,
nobody want to sit there and be
like,
like, yeah, come on, hit me.
Like his ear, Wilder's ear was bleeding so bad. It was just, girl, when he got back up, he just looked like he wanted to lay back down.
He thought he was laying down.
It was just so sad. Like
he thought he was laying down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's horrible. But yeah, he's whack. He's horrible.
Gosh, damn! I wouldn't go as far as saying he was whack.
He is because he just
I
you
thought
get
you said we was
disappointed.
being nice. I thought you said you didn't want to put him down.
Because I know what he's capable of, and I feel like if he really worked and was really training
but the thing is
like he should, he would have won that fight easy.
He's never been a great fighter. Though.
It's the pride though. It's the cockiness for me.
Yeah, he's never been.
Because there was another fighter, Adrian Broner. I was about to talk about him. He was my favorite up and coming fighter. I love his personality. I love his attitude. I love his charisma. However, you should have stayed in the class that you were in and dominated that class. People don't realize that when you go up a class, you're just not hitting, you're getting hit. So you're getting hit with the amount of weight behind that punch that you ain't never felt before in your life. And once you go up, you can't go back down. So now you stuck just getting your ass whooped every fight because your pride.
and then he run out, don't want to talk.
Right. Then you get mad and start talking head. And there was a couple couple times where he said he won a fight, and we knew he didn't win them fights.
And then did you see the one that he did win? I forgot who he fought.
I stopped watching his fights.
This was in his earlier career before he got real.
Oh, in his earlier career, he was
so then you
getting
probably
in.
saw this one. I cannot remember who he fought, but then he called his girl to the ring because he's in there brushing his hair.
Yeah, and to bring him his brush.
Girl, that's when I was done with
that
his
was
hair.
my favorite. I love that.
Are you kidding me?
I love that. Like, if you training and you whooping ass, you can't look good while you doing it. They about to start flashing. They about to start taking
he about to
pictures.
propose to her. He got to stop.
I loved it. I loved it. I love him. That's what I'm saying.
On that note, y'all.
No, because I love him. Don't play him. People can have personality as long as they
but don't
doing what they
embarrass
gotta
her.
do.
Don't
How do you
embarrass her.
her?
Because she thought she was about to get proposed to.
That was her dumb ass fault. You know your man. You knew good and well he wasn't about to propose to you.
Somebody else just did that too.
People be psyching themselves out. Women do that all the time. Like, quit psyching yourself out. Don't think because you done threatened this man and told him that you're gonna leave and did some more weird shit, he gonna propose to you. If the man don't want to marry you, he gonna drag you along as long as your dumb ass gonna get drugged and he's not gonna propose to you. I'm sorry.
Well, she thought that
this
was
is
the
not
day.
a ring.
She
Bring me a
thought that was
brush
the
and sit your ass down. That's
She
what
don't
you need
mean
to
that
do.
shit.
I mean that. I mean that. You know I mean that shit. Yes,
no,
the hell
she
I
don't.
do. I do.
She do not mean that. Because if a nigga would have did her like that, she would have tried to take
Ain't
it.
no nigga
They
gonna do
would've
to
been
me like
oh,
that.
Shit.
Nobody.
Is he fighting his opponent or is he fighting his wife?
No man is gonna do me like that because I am not gonna be the one that's sitting there waiting for a man to propose to me. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't.
Well,
if I
maybe
want
she
to
wasn't
stay, I'm
sitting
gonna
there
stay.
waiting either.
If I want to
How you
leave,
know,
I'm
but
gonna leave.
how
But
do
I'm
you
not
know that
about
she
to
was
sit
sitting there?
around and wait for no
How do
man
you
to
know that
propose
she
to
been
me.
sitting around
When I
waiting
get
for that?
proposed to, because it does happen, when I get proposed to, it's always a surprise. It's never me. I've never had a conversation. I don't even have conversations with men about how long we gotta date before I leave or get tired. I'm not telling nobody none of that information. I'm natural. We gonna go with the flow.
It was a genuine surprise.
It was a genuine surprise. Bring me my brush. I just won this fight.
Please, nobody got time for this bull crap.
That was dumb. Like, let's be real. Ain't nobody finna bring you up there to propose.
Why not?
Because she already know. Women
married now,
and men be in denial about their expectations. Like, they might be now, but not until you start getting his ass whooped. Here's the thing. You know the person that you are dealing with, whether you want to accept it or not. It's not, but this has to be said. You know the person you're dealing with. Women like seeing what they want to see, and they be in such denial. Like, you knew that man in that ring at that moment was not about to marry you. I'm sorry, he was not about to propose. And if somebody,
I don't even have no comment to that.
If somebody is gonna be proposing to you, just let them propose. Like, let them figure out. Don't be waiting and being prepared and set yourself.
Wasn't.
You ever see all those shows where they think they're about to get proposed to and it be earrings
That's
and
what I'm saying. I
bracelets?
just saw that on something. I can't think of what it was.
That is hilarious.
But whoever it was, they started laughing. It was Caesar. Did you see it was Caesar and his
Caesar
girl?
from Black Ink?
Yes,
it was. And he really. I'm gonna tell you something about Caesar. Caesar don't play. He's really trying to do good. I mean, I do have some.
No, he played her and she laughed.
No, let me see. No. What I'm saying is because when it comes to his daughter, like, he got a lot of things going on that he's kind of dealing with his daughter. So even though he does defend the person that he's with and he does defend his daughter, I don't think Caesar is ready to marry anybody until he gets that part of his life settled. And if you clown and think somebody gonna propose to you for no reason, like, how does that work anyway? At what point do you get to a point where you feel like somebody about to, like, what kind of weak ass conversation are you having with yourself to just sit around trying to put in your brain of when somebody gonna propose to you? Like, find something to do. Right. Get a second job.
No,
read a book. That. Like, get your life. Go spend time with your kids or something.
The girl was thinking though.
We done rambled off into some other things, but I do want to discuss this further. So we are going to start talking about
what?
Our next conversation. We do have a couple guests that want to come on and discuss relationships. And I think that going into the unrealistic expectations and being in denial, we're going to talk about that with our guests.
Me and my cousin was just talking
about this. What's her name? No, she did. She came live with us. One of them came live with us and she wanted to talk about relationships.
Yeah, my cousin Shani, but I was talking about a different cousin.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about
we're going to bring them up because women do not like what I have to say on this matter. And I do not care. So we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about that on the next one.
Shit. You know, I gotta stand for our women because she gonna just ride with the men anyway, regardless.
I'm not riding with the men. I'm riding with right and wrong.
This was right. This is what's right.
Exactly.
But she just goes
and
with the men regardless.
A wedding and your man.
Where did she get
women
this
do
from?
that. They be okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
Women will go into a relationship and be like, well, if you don't propose to me in a year. Now my thing, you could think that, right? But you should never never say it out loud, because you really have to let the relationship flow naturally. And if the man is going to get to a point where he wants to marry you, that's fine. If you're getting to a point where you don't want to wait, then leave.
Right.
But don't set that already going to it like, okay, well, this is what I want. This is the time it needs to happen in. And if it don't, I'm leaving. Because 9 times out of 10, he's going to let you leave.
But you ain't leaving
and you're going to be
anyway.
mad. You're going to be like, I was just playing.
Yeah, he going to call your bluff.
Yeah. So that's, we're going to do that another topic for another day. But thank you so much for tuning in.
Yep, thank you.
Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. All platforms, YouTube, Mouth So Reckless, TikTok, Mouth So Reckless, Instagram, Mouth So Reckless. If you want to, we do host events and we do live shows. So if you want to book us for that, mouthsoreckless@gmail.com. Everything is Mouth So Reckless.
And remember, it has 3 S's at the end.
I was like, where the fuck is she going with this? It was a big old pun. But thank you. We'll see you next time. Mouth So Reckless.
Mouth So Reckless.
Mouth So Reckless.
That is so funny. I didn't know where you was going. Like, it was like a big ass pause. Like, I didn't know what was going on.
It's crazy.
Okay, 50 minutes.